calculated, much different than Explosives and Mental on Optic. He plays on all 12 sensitivity, which is crazy. Explosive plays on all 30s. Mental plays way up there as well. Praise plays a different style of play, but it's so calculated and so well done. He, is, of course, is not on his roster. From left to right on your screen right now, you see Ribs, the new 5th for this team, Soto, Toy Soldier, Franchise, the captain of this team, and Solars, the substitute for Praise, who could not make it here this weekend. You will have a chance to see Praise compete at the MLG Columbus North American Open end of November. But we're going to jump right into this one. Escalation on Reclaim. Toby, your thoughts on this map?
This is my personal favorite map. The aesthetic of it is just so bright. It reminds me of Mercy, right? You know, the Gears 3 map, the up top area, it is such a big battle going down, especially at the start of the round. I'm sure we're going to see the two clash here. And I'm sure both teams are going to be responding, trying to adapt on the fly to the shotgun ability of their opponents.
Here we go. Let's kick this one off. Escalation on Reclaimed here. Looking at the overhead map, it's going to show you 3 up top for both teams. Keep in mind, that B hill is so critical because not only does it give you the 2-cap advantage, but it also gives you such a critical position on the map where you can cross and do a lot of damage.
You can essentially see into the enemy spawn with Lancers, but here we go. You can see the smokes, just a smoke screen in front of everybody right now. Hudson's looking for the kill. It is actually Crushmo who goes down, almost gets the cap on B. It is so close, but look at this setup. It is coming in for Envy now. They want to push straight away while they've got the advantage in damage. Solar's opening things up with a headshot on Hudson's. It is down to Crushmo and Eternity trying to bounce around, look for an angle, but also stay alive. Noxious responds though, coming in the back. It is more reinforcements on both sides here, John.
And there you go, Noxious with a double kill, a huge play. Noxious perhaps has something to prove in this match here, getting dropped, if you will, from Envious and replaced by Ribs. He picks up a double kill, makes an impact early.
Well, look at this. They're slowing it down, Envious. When I say that, I bite my tongue. They're going straight in for the kills now at this point. Eternity answering back with the down. Gets a kill on Toy as well. Double coming in for him, though, as the B hill is firmly in control of E6 as they are stacked heavily at the up top area.
And let's talk a little bit about Crushmo, the lead slayer, the main slayer for this team. By some of the pro players, he's considered to be just as good as some of the top tier, the god tier players, if you will. Plays very well, hits shots. He's going to get taken out by Ribs early on here, and it's been all E6 holding the double cap, but Envy is trying to change that here with the push to B hill.
Hudson's looking.
Franchise goes for the active.
The mantle doesn't work out for him. Franchise is punished right on his feet there. Hudson's pushing up, trying to apply pressure on the A hill. He will go for the break, but will he go for the cap? Instead, he turns straight away his attention to up top. The domination coming in, folks. Instead, just being denied. Solars gets the double, and Soto a kill off screen too.
Yep, so a big 3 kills right there for Envy, but keep in mind, guys, only a 10-second respawn, so they're not going to be able to take this 5v2 like they would want to in the later rounds, but they are going to take a double cap here, holding their home hill and the B hill. If they hold this double cap, the rest of the game, they will come out on top from a numbers perspective. So now, the pressure is on E6. How are they going to break this setup, Toby?
It is going to be difficult. It's going to have to be calculated. You see smokes going in preliminary. Equipment being used at this point, and you can see Solars are on his camp. He just set up for a second there, ready for the push. Crushmo and Eternity trying to eke out some damage to help their push, but it is still the Swarm team here who hold strong. There's a flank coming in as well.
All up to Eternity. He's going to take out one. He picks up the kill, but gets taken up by Toy Soldier immediately following. Let's hop on board with Toy. Some of the best movement of any player in Gears, and the quad kill comes in for Team Envious. They're going for the domination, and Envious, despite an early loss, they're going to come on top here in this one with a domination potentially.
Can they spawn quick enough, Sean? I don't think so. I think Toy and So have done the work necessary. Eternity full red. That is going to be a domination, folks. What a great response by the veterans and the boys in blue.
Yep, a great round by Team Envious, really putting on display the teamwork, the coordination, and really the impact that Solars makes on this team. We missed the fight up at B, but Solars is such a good individual player. He was formerly on Optic Gaming. A lot of people don't realize this. He won the Season 1 championships in Gears of War Ultimate Edition with Optic Gaming, decided to retire for a little while, took a break, came back, and is now filling in for Envious as the substitute for Praise and doing a good job filling some big shoes.
Yeah, putting in work already after a hiatus from competitive Gears eSports. Is Hudson's, who's going to place the incendiary grenades at the spawn location entering the B hill area. So incendiaries, they perhaps going to be thrown at the hill. If I was to predict, try and get in the heads of E6 right now, if I was E6, I'd be throwing the incendiaries into the hill, force the Envious team to really be on the back foot and maybe damage as well, maybe catch out a kill there. But I'm sure Envious are going to know exactly what could occur. Is Ribs who picked up the incendiaries. Hudson's the man who placed them for the opposing team. Yep,
there we go. Looks like it's going to be Optic Gaming. Sorry, Optic Gaming. It's going to be E6 that takes the early B hill again. But on board of Solars right now. He is a playmaker, and he's going to do exactly that. The flank. He takes that one. Can he get the double? Misses the kill. Hudson shuts it down. Now it's a 4 versus 4. Make that a 3v2 in favor of Envy.
Look how erratic this battle is. There's flanks, there's incendiaries, there's smokes, and it's actually, who is that? That man on his own. Yeah, he's just trying to bounce around, but he has been outmanned, outgunned, and does reset for his health.
Yeah, but wait, the double cap comes in from Team Envious on both of the home hills. So despite giving up the B hill, an interesting strategy here, Envy is able to bounce back and react by getting both home hills, but it's hard to hold that hill for a long time. You're going to see that E6 spawns, they get there, and they reset.
We got Soto, the front man for this B hill. I'm to
The land
predict, I'm a
cross.
betting man. I think they're going to go in for this
down.
very soon.
Yep, here it is, all up to Soto right now. Formerly of Team Glory, he gets taken out by Hudson's. Franchise playing the anchor position for his team, and it's going to be E6 that shuts it down, all up to Soul. No, I think that's going to be Toy Soldier. And now look at the movement from Toy Soldier. He escapes a tricky situation, but he gets taken out by Crushmo. What a good play by E6.
And you can hear a player on the E6 team screaming, "Let's go," as Toy Soldier falls. And it is E6 now who have the double cap. You can see they're pressing down bottom, trying to get that defensive line and contain the Envious squad. Looks like they've done just that, bringing up the overhead for just a second. Franchise getting taken out. The numbers advantage is in the favor of E6, so an Envious push up top, John, might not be the wisest decision at this point until their teammates respawn.
Very difficult hill to break here, especially because it's so burrowed. Soto's going to move up to the next spot. Eternity on the cross here. Nice shot by Soto, just putting some shots in to keep Eternity off of him. Smokes come in, and here we go. The push from Envious. Will it come through? Yes, it does. Soto, full red. He needs a revive right now from his teammates, and good job, good movement. He gets picked up. No, he does not. But Ribs picks up a kill with the incense, and there you go. Solar shuts it down. 4 versus 3 right now for Envy.
Just when we thought it was all over in that battle, the players get down. Envious team regroup. The medics come in, and Franchise rejoins his team up top.
But the question's going to be, Toby, can they hold the 2 cap, and is it going to be enough points here? Toy Soldier takes out Affinity. That's going to help. And a big 1 versus 1. You see it down by the workshop. A big 1 versus 1 is going down right now by the workshop. Hudson's picks up Incense. And there it is, on board with Noxious. He's full red. Toy Soldier's not able to complete the kill, and now it's E6 on the offensive against Toy Soldier.
They need 1 hill to win this one, John. Noxious and Crushmo sitting back, rightfully so, in front of Toy. They want to play their lives. They're ready for an Envious push because it's needed. It is forced upon them. How can Envious respond? Can they get the kills? They're trapped. Crushmo goes down. The smokes go out.
Kill. Here we go. Toy Soldier all up to him. And it's going to be Affinity that's going to miss a shot. Eternity gets taken out. But there you go. Affinity. Can he get the double kill? Formerly of Get Bracco. He takes out 2. It's like the Get Bracco montage all over again. But he finally does get taken out. And it's going to be Team Envious with the 3 cap here.
They overtaken points as well. This
That's
is
it.
battle down here. That is it, folks. Envious respond in the very last second. A triple cap does not come in, but the points is all that they need, John, to come back at the very last second.
What a good play by Team Envious. That is really definitive of how Envy plays as a squad. Under pressure, they are considered to choke. That is not showing. Envy is looking to get rid of that second place curse that supposedly used to haunt them back in the day with a very good round number 2 there.
Yeah, the composure of these veteran teams. Optic Gaming in the previous match and now Envious here really being showcased early on in this event. You can see how composed they are once again. No weapon has been placed, folks. Off screen, no weapon was placed by E6. They like how things are going down. They don't want to throw a spanner in the works to how they're playing this out, John. They don't want any variables, perhaps, to this up-top battle.
Yeah, well said, Toby. And you're right. They have won both initial fights. They have held the double cap 2 times, but what they're not doing a good job of is closing, is securing that setup, and Envious is just working so well as a team. Let's see who can win this initial here. Crushmo and Eternity pushing on top. Eternity's able to get in and control the middle area. The Mantle can, oh, he could have connected for that Mantle. Decides not to. Smart play. Toy Soldier takes out Eternity. Instants come out here. The fire's on the ground. They're going to back out and reset here. Looks like Envious wins the opening for now.
Yeah, defensive line being formed by E6 across the top half, and Flames do come in as well, which is going to trap Hudson's in a corner, as we can see from the battle camera on the Mana.
So Toy Soldier actually took out Eternity from the grates there, the fence on the inside. A good job by Toy. Here's the push.
Oh, Hudson's full red, tries to go on left hand. He is punished by Solars immediately, and it is Envious now that take the dominant side of B. Crushmo is down, the numbers advantage. Eternity trying to crawl away. Look at the stopping power slowing him down. Noxious is taken out as well. This might be a triple cap opportunity coming in here.
Affinity the last alive as the anchor. He's going to get down as well, so Envious. Look at the crossfire. Look how fast Affinity just went down. It is all up to the remaining member of E6. He's going to get down and taken out. That is Hudson, and Envious goes up 3-0.
I love that round from Envious. They were not quick off the bat. They played it slow. They had the Lancer fire initially, but they timed that push to perfection. Solars, we spoke about him as being the Slayer. He opened it up, the front man for that side.
Yep.
And as you can see, as soon as they get that numbers advantage, the snowball effect comes in very early on, and Envious take an unstoppable triple cap there.
Well done. Well done. It was really Solar's with the support of his teammates, the Lancer Cross that came in that picked up 3 kills right there. And that is exactly what they want to do. You know, Toby, talk to me a little bit the difference with this team with Solars versus Praise. You know, what type of dynamic is it with Solars?
Well, just a head-to-head. I mean, we speak about Praise. He's maybe not as flashy as, say, Explosive, as we referred to earlier. Not that fast. 12 sensitivities we spoke about. It is more intelligence, right? It's more support. But when he does get in these 1v1s, he also performs in that. He's kind of like an all-rounder, right?
Yep.
Praise. But here we see Solars in action.
Solar's the exact opposite.
He's
more like the Explosives. He's very flashy, so it completely changes the way that Envy has to play. And you heard that Franchise saying that they're really splitting their practice in half. Franchise picks up a sniper headshot, I think that was, early on Infinity.
Yep. And also, not only the in-game leader, but also the team sniper of Envious, a man of many trades. He actually takes the angle from Barnes. You can see really the variables come into play for Reclaimed. It is not straightforward push and sentry kill. Come up for Red. Look at that body check as well. That's going to open up Envious for some kills. Crushmo responds with a meat shield, but his Hudson's trying to get into the face of Franchise, prevent that sniper action. Hurting his teammates in the back. It is movement from both sides. Hudson's the most erratic, but it does work out as Franchise is angled in the back, turning his back to the enemy spawn there.
And that's a big play by Hudson's. Franchise hit the body shot, had Hudson's full red, and Hudson's with movement. He picks up one, he gets the double kill. Toy Soldier takes out Noxious up top. A big fight for the B hill. It looks like Envy's going to come out on top in that one, but it is going to be E6 that wins the fight down low thanks to a big play by Hudson's.
Yeah, great reaction from Envious. They lose down bottom. They have to push up top. They cannot lose the map control, but it is E6. They want to regain that straight away. They get the down. Ribs is taken out straight away. Franchise trying to get in and help to his team, excuse me, but Toy is taken out regardless. E6 now get map control. It is truly back and forth on all sides of Reclaimed here.
Toby, did you see who it was that pushed up into B Hill, got a huge kill, and secured themselves the B Hill? It was Hudson, working around the map and making such an impact for his team. Hudson's a really good story. He was nobody in Gears of War 3, came into Gears Ultimate Edition as a dark horse. No one knew who he was. He had never competed before and came onto the scene, and now is really a prominent pro player. Such a good story from Hudson's from Chicago.
Yep, and also voted Star Sniper, the best sniper in ESL Pro League Season 1 by the community Hudson's. And you saw Franchise going off with a sniper at the start. And I believe they are placed in the spawn area. There we go. It is A and C hills respectively. So that anchor player collecting that hill off the back can pick up the sniper too. We could see more headshots from both sides coming out here soon, John.
We're in player perspective right now. Oh, Solar's almost, or not Solar, sorry, it's Toy Soldier. Almost connects to the sniper headshot. We're going to stay on board with him and picture in picture here. Toy Soldier, flashy movement, another fan favorite, big streamer in Gears eSports, but it's going to be Noxious and Crush will pick up 2. Ribs kills his teammate, so 3 dead for Envious. Expect E6 to fly right now. Actually, no, they don't even need to. Toy Soldier needs to make a play with the sniper. It's a big decision now. Is E6 going to hold the double cap or take the 5v2?
They've got a good points lead. They've got map control. It looks like they're pressing actually at the triple, but they are taking their time.
Interesting decision. Yeah, you're right, Toby. Oh,
so that was a headshot. Not going to be the case, though. We've got E6 closing in on the score limit of 210, folks. They're on 190. Look at the score difference as well. The disparity is Envious hand. They are pushed. They are forced to go straight in for the battle. The close quarter offensives here. Envious will get B Hill, and you can see E6 backing out for the first time of this up top battle. Franchise wins a crucial battle, but it is too late though, of course, folks. Keep an eye on the top left. E6 take their first round of this second map here.
Yeah, those are fantasy points for Franchise. Picking up an extra kill. It's not going to matter though, because E6 had such a differential. All they had to do was hold that one hill right there, and they finally put themselves on the board 3-1 right now. And look at Hudson's 9 kills to his name, leading the way for E6, as you would expect. Crushmo right behind him at 8 kills, but it's really been Noxious who I've been impressed by. He's made plays when it matters the most, and that's the story of Noxious going all the way back to Gears of War 3 when he was on Synergy, that dynasty in Gears 3. He was always the scapegoat for that team, unrightfully so in my opinion. He plays every situation so smart, so defensive, really similar to Praise, and it's showing right now in his performance. But E6 as a team is not meshing as well as Envious is, in my opinion. They need to work a little bit better in rotating, and I think they can secure themselves a comeback here.
Couldn't agree more, John. Well said. You might have noticed the M-Bar was placed in the center. That is 2 snipers, 2 types of snipers. Of course, that new weapon, the M-Bar, it cannot be placed at the spawn, remember, folks. It is more powerful, admittedly, by the Coalition themselves than the long shot. So keep an eye out for the battle there. Will Franchise or Hudson's come into possession? We'll have to wait and see. But
notice the change here, Toby, because we're later in rounds. The respawn timers are, oh my God, Noxious is connected for that. Peyton Manning himself is going to get a long-range instant kill. And finally, that's going to open up his team perfectly for a push here. Noxious throws a defensive instant. That's a smart play right there. And there you go, E6, thanks to Noxious making a play. Starts off with a 2 cap.
Yeah, that second one was maybe more intelligent less flashy, but as effective, of course. John keeping the enemy team trapped for just a second, and it is Envious who take map control here, get the advantage in that scenario, and they do take the points lead, but just a second. E6 do have control of their away hill.
Toy Soldier wants to push so bad. He's going to get shut down, though. Hudson's takes out Ribs with the sniper, I believe, and now it's an all E6 in the later rounds here. And really, Toby, it's because E6, we were talking about, we're winning the initials. In the later rounds, those initials mean so much more, and that is why I think E6 has really turned things around in round number 4 and 5.
Couldn't agree more. E6 pushing up just as low. There's actually Toy who goes straight in. He gets punished immediately. Full red. Noxious getting the double. We were speaking about him, and now he's going off once again. The C Hill is in contention, though. Ribs picking up the new sniper.
Oh, my gosh,
Oh,
Ribs.
that's headshot straight off the bat as well.
Let's hop on board with our snipers right now. Franchise picked up a sniper headshot. Ribs grabs the sniper immediately following. And we're going to stick with Ribs here. He needs to make a play with that sniper rifle to try and bring his team back. But no, Franchise is going to shut down Affinity. So now Envious has a 4 versus 2 opportunity right now. And they're both at the B hill, so you can see Envy starting to swarm.
Yep. Envious swarming into the enemy players. It is Crush Mode, gets taken out. Toy getting the incendiaries. Map control surely is going to go to Envious at this point. They just need to wrap up one more kill, and they're going to do just that. Soto takes out Eternity. Franchise with a snipe as well. And look at this. It is up top now, John. That's going to give him a lot of sight lines straight to the enemy hill, in fact.
Look at the score, Toby. Despite E6 with a very strong opening, they only had a 10-point differential. That's not going to be enough. And now Envious, who is so good at the slow break play, at breaking setups, is going to hold the double cap here in this one.
Yep, and the scores aren't even out. Look at that. Franchise can see ahead through the leaves in front of him. Crushmo has to take his time, because otherwise that will happen. You move in cover with height advantage in the hands of Franchise, and you are punished immediately here.
Envious Franchise, you have been known as one of the best snipers in Gears of War since 2006, and that is continuing here 10 years later. Can he get the double kill with the sniper? He barely misses that one, but Ribs, his teammate, it's like they're taking turns, hitting shots, and making plays. Good job by Envious right now in a 5 versus 3, holding the double cap.
The weapon placement is truly adding a variable here. Hudson's getting the sniper into his hands. Lots. Franchise and Ribs both getting headshots as well. And it is broken hill for A. Let's turn our attention there, because Hudson's, he's pushing up straight into the face of Soto. He is full red. That roll into the wall is going to punish him.
That's it.
And that is it for that round, though.
And what started that turn of events, Toby? It was the headshot from Franchise, the headshot from Ribs about 3 minutes ago. They were able to take that 5v3 advantage, make it a 5v2, force Crushmo and Eternity, who were trapped at the B hill, to push, and they ended up getting taken out, and they were able to turn that round around. Great job by Franchise and Ribs with the power weapons right there.
And what I truly appreciate about this match thus far is how intelligent, how tactical it has been. Power weapons of the snipes really being put down by both teams, and there we go. Nades, really explosive weapon, has been put down at the opposite end of the B hill. And we know how effective they can be. You can throw them at quite a distance. We saw that the incendiary coming out from Noxious himself as well. Let's see how the B battle goes at this point.
You're right, a few toys to play with now for that B hill, so expect less of a cluster at the B hill, more of the map to spread out here, as there's nades, there's an M-bar in the middle, and there's a sniper and instance for both teams. Well, big fight going down up top right now at the B hill. Who's going to come out on top? It's going to be Ribs that takes out Eternity with the shotgun on board with Ribs right now. Instant comes in from Noxious, making a play again. He gets flanked. No, Noxious picks up a double kill. He's still alive somehow. Noxious is doing everything he can for E6. Hudson's as well.
Hudson's takes out Franchise. That is the 1v1 of the anchors. The sniper is down and out for Envious, but look at this movement from Toy. Great use of cover. You don't always need to be flashy and bounce as fast as you can or strafe. Instead, it can always be a cover battle that takes advantage of the range of the shotgun. And it is going to be Toy who takes the B hill now as Envious respond in kind.
Yeah, overhead map's going to show you how spread out these players are right now. Toy Soldier, he's going to get hit pretty hard. He's by himself right now. E6 realizes it. Can Toy Soldier make the play? He's going to hit a couple shots, but it's not enough. Ribs with the M-bar is not able to connect, and it's going to be E6. They left Toy by himself at the B hill, so a very uncharacteristic mistake from Envious allows them to show some vulnerability.
And they achieved 2 objectives there. They got the middle weapon, debatably the hardest one to get. And they also took up top control, but it is, in fact, Ribs, who picked up the iron bar, and it's going to be a cog domination coming in as well. Can Envious respond? No, they cannot. They were punished by the numbers. You saw Ribs trying to rotate, trying to stop that cap on his home hill. He obviously did not get there in the end. It is a time-based mode, this escalation.
And on screen right now, you see Eternity, the emotional and vocal leader of this team, trying to get his teammates hyped. That's what he does so well. And they are down by 2 rounds. A great round by Noxious. That double kill is really what turned things around. And it's so interesting because Escalation, Toby, is so teamwork oriented, but it's really one or two small plays, or big plays, if you will, that can turn the round completely in your favor. Right there by Noxious.
Yeah, and as you notice, for the new viewers at home, halftime is upon us. The hills have switched. That middle hill battle at top has changed. It's going to be in the bottom of the barn. Pretty sure both teams maybe play a more passive approach than they did before for this neutral hill. Of course, the map control is up top still. The elevation is thrived upon. But here we go. Ribs is full ready. Spotted. He's on a chase. In fact, he turns around. He groups with his team. That is a bait, and that is a bait by definition, John. You called it right there.
The best. He pushed to their side of the map and then forced his hand by forcing Crushmo to up A into the window and get taken out immediately following. Great job by Ribs right there. Hudson picks up a shotgun headshot to his name. Ribs takes out Eternity, so it's now a 4 versus 4 situation. Some old school Gears of War execution right now going down.
Yeah, it's all about the numbers at this point. Remember, the respawn time has reset too. Players perhaps going to go, teams are going to go less for the triple cap, more for map control, more for that defensive line, maybe the points.
And one thing we did not talk about enough is halftime. We are now at halftime. The hills have swapped, so the D and the F hill are going to be on your side. There's no longer the B hill on the map. It's completely going to change how the dynamic of this game mode is played out, and that's what I love about Escalation. The metagame is so deep, and there's so many different variations based on where power weapons are placed.
Look where the battle has gone to now. It is at the D hill. Envious on the back foot. They get taken out. Franchise trying to support Ribs there, but he gets taken down immediately. Ribs following as well. That is going to be going into the hands of the D hill, excuse me, for E6. The E hill still in control by Envious though.
And it was Toy Soldier. We missed it on camera, but he had a huge double kill by the barn to keep the E hill alive. He was in a 1 versus 5 and kept his teammates in this game. And now it's a 20-point differential. Envy's going to take their D hill back, and Envious back in control in this one.
Yeah, E6 didn't want to contend that hill too long and risk numbers lost. They backed out. They've got the points, but look at this. Toy tries to go in for the mantle. He is punished though, as Affinity keeps hold of his teammate's life. Noxious on his screen now, bouncing around. He's got 2 enemies in front of him, gets the gib. That is what you need in a 2v1 situation. And it's actually the Envious player that backs off. Excuse me, the E6 player. Noxious not done yet, though. Still going in for the kills. E6 turning their attention very quickly, John, to this middle hill.
Something tells me eSports Kate is going to become the most used character skin. By the way, Noxious is playing, creating some fans here with his gameplay. And look at the skin. The eSports skin, the black steel skin for Noxious on Kate, playing very well so far. Let's take a look at the stats and show you guys, while we have a moment, how this is all breaking down here. 14 kills for Hudson's, only 9 kills for Noxious, but it's been really crucial, really important kills to his name.
But look at this, John. The counter-offensive is coming in for Envious. It is Ribs are on his cam. Franchise gets taken now off screen, but the Envious push remains. Wow. Soto goes through the middle. Crushmo, Noxious falling immediately. The E-hill cap, but look how E6 have responded, John.
Almost like a flying V from Envious right there as they pushed in as a team. Rotation was on point. They were able to pick up 2 kills, and now it's 195 to 190. Solars is going for the double cap. They're going to go for the triple cap. I lied. Solars needs to make a play. He needs to stay alive, and he's going to miss it. Oh, he's going to get the down on Noxious. Is it enough? Yes, it is. And Envious is going to turn this one around. Look at the point differential. That is going to be enough. E6 needs to get a break here.
Are they going to catch up?
They are.
Right,
yes, they are.
Yes, they are. Just for a second. That is going to go in the hands of Envious. Oh my, John. Speechless.
You and I both. Escalation, ladies and gentlemen, the most hype game mode in console esports, and that is why 5-2 lead right now after Envious barely slips away with a round 7 win.
Weapon placement now, though, folks. You've noticed the triple caps aren't coming in as often. The respawn timer is reset, and there we go. No weapon placed once again.
And I wonder why. I wonder why. I guess Franchise and Ribs did go off with the sniper earlier on.
Yeah.
E6 has a great sniper on their team in Hudson's, but I would say the better power weapon team is Envy. So I agree with that decision to not place a weapon right there. E6 wants to stick with the core weapons and their opening strategies, which have been working pretty well on an opening, but they haven't done well at securing the victory.
I'd agree with that. I would certainly agree with that to the full extent, and I think E6 have been hanging with the shotguns as well. So let's see how this one goes down. Hudson's rolling once again. He's full red. It is Envious who's going to play the more aggressive approach through the barn, but they're all going to meet on the E hill. We're still on board with Hudson, so as he's looking to get around the flank and catch out an Envious player, looking for the kill. Ribs resetting. Crushmo trading kills with another player, but the F hill is in contention once again. This is truly an intelligent match of Reclaimed so far. Excuse me.
Yep, on board with Franchise is doing a good job staying alive and being annoying as well as he can. Now he's going to get himself in a bad spot here. Full red needs his teammates' help, and no, he's not going to connect. He does 55% in damage, though. That actually was not Franchise. I apologize. I think that was Crushmo. We had the wrong PIP there. Now on board with Toy.
Got the left-hand shot. Will he look for right-hand advantage? Yes, he will. Catching him out as he tries to spin around. Noxious on the screen, though. Toy, look at the bounces as his teammate comes around the flank. The attention has changed. The E-Hill is in control of Envious. They are now going to look for the control of D as they have a good numbers advantage.
What a play by Toy Soldier. Hits the mental shot, which is basically a reverse reaction shot around the cover. Gets the headshot, then picks up a double kill to his name. 2 hills to 1. 78 to 72 right now. It's a close one. E6 on the COG team needs to rebound and grab that E-Hill. It looks like instead they're going to be going for an F-Hill. Interesting strategy here.
Yeah, the new wave of respawners come in for E6. They're going to turn their attention now, as you said, to the F-Hill at this point. They've got map control. It's Franchise playing the anchor role, getting back, staying alive. But is that enough damage to open things up for Affinity? Franchise, you can see, playing his life, trying to stay alive, but he will get down as the angle catches up with him. Affinity breaks the F-Hill, but look, and Ribs and Soto going off-screen.
Yeah, off-screen at the E-Hill, but what E6 is doing is playing for the home hills right now, so those kills aren't going to mean much, as E6 is going to get the double cap, and that will be enough if they can hold it. It is very hard to hold the away hill, because you spawn and you're right there. So let's see if E6 can hold that away hill. Big fight going down. Franchise and Solars pushing up and trying to make something happen.
I really do commend E6 here. They're not trying to hold on for the enemy hill for too long. As soon as Envious contend one hill, they rotate to the other. They're keeping Envious guessing, really stretching them thin across the map of Reclaimed.
Yep,
it's really showing.
That is true, Toby. They did a good job just keeping them guessing, but they didn't get a lot of time out of that. So a lot of effort, but a lot of wasted energy to get that hill for only about 10 seconds.
Exactly. And now Hudson's is going to get taken out as well as he tries to escape players' life. The Franchise isn't having any of it now. He's going to go for the D hill. There is a big battle going on at E though, as the 180 score is upon us for Envious. A triple cap perhaps coming in here. Affinity, the closest man at D. The E hill is still in contention though. Affinity maybe a bit overzealous there as he gets taken down by Franchise at his hill.
So now the reverse situation. Franchise takes out Affinity, but E6 gets the E hill. It's not going to be enough though. Envious is going to be able to outlast them with the 1 cap. And there you go. Team Envious 6-2. A dominant performance right now with their substitute in Solars. And look at them again. Look, just like Optic, calm, collected, playing well with their subs. Solars on the far right there, from right to left. Solars, then Soto, Franchise, Toy Soldier, and Ribs, the newest addition, the newest 5th for Team Envious.
Now, John, 1 round away for Team Envious.
Snipers.
And the snipers have been placed. I've seen this before. E6 usually go for this. They rely on the skill set that Hudson's offers to their team. But will it influence it here?
Yeah, it's tough though, because in escalation, folks, if you place one weapon that's not on the 50 or basically the halfway point of the map, it gets placed for both teams. So both teams will have an opportunity to pick up that sniper now. So Hudson's is great with the sniper, but is he better than Ribs and Franchise, who's been going off with it? We'll see.
Will E6 change it up here? As I said, Envious 1 round away for this first map. It is a big score lead as well, John. Perhaps some drastic changes. Oh my, Hudson's, what a snipe shot to open things up here. Mid-cover slide on Franchise. I cannot stress how difficult that is, John, to the viewers at home.
Oh, beautiful shot. Solars picks up a kill as well, so it is now a 4 versus 4. Keep in mind, longer player respawn times. Hudson's going to go for the overextend to get the D-hill right now. Let's see if it pays off for him. We're going to stay on board with Hudson's as he almost gets the double kill, double headshot on Franchise.
Franchise meeting his rival there out of spawn after receiving a headshot, but look at this. Hudson's an Eternity, the last player's alive. It might be an overextension. You called it, John. Swarm domination coming for Envious as they go around the back. Look for the hill and F. Let's jump there as Crush Mode tries to get in. Swarm domination coming in here, folks, and that is going to be it. Envious wins 7-2.
Wow. Envious with a very good performance. They were a big question mark coming into this tournament because they are not playing with their 5th, who's arguably the best player in Gears of War 3, UE, and maybe 4. We'll see when he gets displayed, praised, and they do a good job. E6 is a team, the only team to take a map on Optic Gaming in the Launch Pro IGL tournament. They had a lot of hype coming into this tournament, only 2 rounds, and that really shows. It's not what E6 is doing wrong, it's what Envious is doing so well in map number 1.
Yeah, you said it, E6 have a really hyped up team for this one. Many believing they could be a better team than they were on UE. We've had roster changes, of course. We've mentioned that Noxious and, of course, Crushmo coming into the roster. But what was interesting for me is how strategic that map played out. We said snipers, we saw incendiaries and frags, and in that second half, E6, they seemed to be the instigators. They were trying to be the more intelligent team, the more proactive team, but Envious always responded and won by a big round difference in the end.
It was, yeah, and it was the rotations that did it.
Yeah.
We saw Franchise in a 1 versus 1 against Hudson's. We called a flank was going to happen. 3 seconds later, of course, in suit, Toy Soldier rotates around, helps Franchise in the 2v1. He immediately goes back to the E-Hill, helps his teammates over there. That's what Envious does so well. They did it great in UE. They rotated in execution. Guess what? Escalation, rotations are even more important, and that's definitely one of Team Envious's strengths so far. Franchise, the leader of this team, is really doing a good job commanding the troops so far in Gears 4.
Yeah, I mean, the numbers game as well is another aspect of execution. That is rife in importance here as well, as we see in the HUD. A numbers advantage comes in, a triple cap can usually follow, especially in the later rounds where the respawn timer increases. Envious, I believe, took advantage of that more so than E6, and truly the shotgun battles were mixed. So I have to applaud Envious for winning in such a epic fashion. 5-round difference in the end, despite being so close in so many departments.
Yeah, well said, Toby. A superb analysis right there. And, you know, taking a look at these two teams, E6, looks like they're having a little bit of discussion, a little bit of a debate. Not sure if they're talking about the last map or talking about the next map. Of course, you want to move forward on LAN at tournaments and not talk about the past. But let's take a moment to appreciate this venue, this moment, this situation. Look how beautiful the MLG Arena here in Columbus is displaying. You have the player names behind each player. You have the ambiance. You saw the Envious logo in the middle there. Shout out to the Coalition. Shout out to MLG for a great showing here so far.
Yeah, my first cast on NA soil, and as soon as the stream started, the hype, I was on the edge of my seat backstage. And Optic Gaming as well, just going back to that for a second, on the back foot, 5-2. They were losing on the first map of Foundation at halftime.
That's so true. Yep, the ambiance has been great, the production has been great, but it would mean nothing if the gameplay didn't follow. And so far, we saw Optic Gaming in a close one against Team Revenge, 7-5, 7-5. They were losing by 2 or 3 rounds in both of those maps. Of course, our first match of the day, Splice versus E United, went down to 7-6 on map number 1, probably the best map we might see all tournament. So far, it's been a great display of Gears of War 4 esports. I hope you guys are enjoying it at home, genuinely. And once again, guys, my name is Fallout, joined with the one, the only Toby Campbell from Europe. Very happy to be having you casting on American soil, like you said.
Likewise, John, likewise. And just to provide a little bit of a contrast between these teams, right? E United, I believe you yourself, the prediction, 2nd place. Many people believe Envious not gaining as much respect as previously. You know, it's usually been Optic Gaming, Envious voted as the 2 best teams in the world for Ultimate Edition. But here we are, Splice giving a very good game to E United on the first map. Envious and E6 going head-to-head here. Truly, it seems like all these teams, as soon as we come to this event, as every team is trying to stamp their mark on the Gears 4 Pro circuit, every team is going head-to-head, and there are no true dominant players.
Yep, and I love that, Toby. It is too early to tell, honestly. Is Splice just a great team, or is E United showing some weakness? Is Envious as good as they're looking? Only time will tell, and that's the excitement of a brand new game, a brand new competitive game mode, and such a great situation for Gears of War 4 esports on display here in Columbus, Ohio. But let's jump into map number 2 right now. Team Envious versus E6. Let's see how they're going to kick off this round.
Of course, Harbor, the first time we've seen this on the stream today, folks. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of it as well. Expect to see a lot of action in this up top area, map control, the elevation, the angles, being related to...
So let me ask you this, though. What is the proper way to spell Harbor? Is it with a U or is it without a U?
It's with a U.
Trick question. How dare you? You come to our country and you disrespect our language and our alphabet like that.
Your language, I see.
I guess it is your language.
Yeah.
That was very ignorant of me to say, but you get the point. On board right now with Hudson's. E6 is going to come out winning the middle hill, and I'm noticing E6 plays very heavy for the middle hills. Envious instead plays for map control. 2 different styles. It's hard to say which one has been better because, you know, I think Envious is just winning in the later rounds, but opening rounds, E6 has done well.
Of course, that's very interesting. We've said in the shotgun department, in the close quarter battles, both of these teams are neck and neck when it comes down to it. Here we go, Soto going into the B hill. He's got players in front of him. Solar's in support to his left. The smoke is up, but it is going to be E6 that reset there. They don't fancy their chances to win that battle, and they live to fight another day.
On board with Soto right now. Affinity's going to pick up a kill on Franchise. So far, 2 kills. Make that 3 kill. No, I take that back. That's Envious with a good break. Soto's going to get taken out there. Soto could have played that a little bit better. He had 1 down, instead opted an up 8 into a 1-shot from Noxious. But it's okay because Envious, it looks like to be winning the other side of the map here. They weren't able to cap that B-hill.
Hudson's been caught out. Noxious getting lit up as well. It's going to be Noxious trying to get back into the faces of Solars and even up the numbers. They knew Hudson's was going to get taken out and the push was coming in. Solars picking up the double, and it is now Envious that use map control, get middle hill back, the numbers advantage as well. You even see Franchise pushing it to the Boltok here where it's wanted core.
On board right now with Solars, the substitute for this team. Let's show him some love here as he is such a high-skilled player. Of course, coming from Optic Gaming, he plays just like the Optic squad, very fast-paced, high sensitivity, and that is, you know, perhaps what Envious needs is that slaying power. Good pickup for them for sure.
Well,
Temporary pickup, of course.
Of course. But look at this. Let's turn our attention to the top half of the map, folks. Crushmo, on his point of view, he's looking for Toy. He needs to get the kill as well, because Affinity has been taken out initially. Ribs there. Look at the back A, the skill, the raw skill.
No.
Crushmo, no, wrong person. The back A. Toy punishes him, takes him down. And of course, Envious are going to push in numbers, looking for the triple cap here. The score is even. Can Affinity stop them?
What a good double Lancer from Envious. They always have the right weapons out at the right time, and they're going for the triple cap here. Expect a big push. Toy Soldier doesn't like what he sees. They actually call the back out. Smart decision right there by Franchise, the shot caller. He takes out one. They realize, hey guys, we're holding a double cap. All we need is a double cap to win this. Let's not give them 2 easy kills. Very good decision by Envy to rotate out there.
Yeah, perhaps Franchise barking orders across the other side of Harbor there. Back off, back off. I've won down bottom. We're winning in score. And as you can see, cast your eyes to the top left, folks. It is Envious that are winning. They need 5 more points. They need 1 hill, but they get 2. They finish in style here as they take the first round.
Toby, I have to commend that call as a team. That's something you don't see. I will tell you right now, 7 of the other 8 teams in this room would not have made that same decision. You look at teams like formerly Elevate, currently playing as Team Revenge, UC Optic Gaming. They are so aggressive, heads down, always pushing. Envious, a smart play to back out there, and that's the right decision to make. Take notes, ladies and gentlemen, any up-and-coming, aspiring Gears of War players. That is textbook Gears of War.
And even in Ultimate Edition Fallout, Envious, they've never been heralded as the most flashy team, right? They've always been in running with Optic, which maybe arguably are the most flashy team in terms of movement and raw skill, but Envious really have to commend their intelligence there. And in fact, you've got to give it to eSIC, got to give them props. They've been backing out of a lot of triple cap opportunities. They haven't been overextending that often. Either side playing it smart, playing as intelligently as possible, and showing the utmost respect for their opponent.
Yep, and let's talk about Crushmo a little bit. He has been playing well, but not going off. Envy talked about their keys to victory here, and Franchise said it is shutting down Crushmo. If you can contain Crushmo, we can beat this team. We have better skill. Crushmo is the only one that really can bang out as just as good as Envious, and he can shut down here. Noxious, of course, has been playing well as well.
Is that a triple cap? I think it might be. No, last second broken. Nades being picked up as well by one team. It is Solas who responds. He's getting so many kills this match for, like you might have noticed, truly providing a dominant role. We flick from Franchise's camera, and he rotates the enemy hill here to respond to that triple. Almost triple, I should say. Excuse me.
Meanwhile, update from the side station. We have Energy Esports taking out Mindfreak 7-0 in their first map. So Mindfreak, who's coming in from Australia, definitely playing a little bit of catch-up as the Australian scene has not been as developed, unfortunately. It's not really what Mindfreak is doing wrong. It's just the fact that the Australian scene has not gotten the love that the American scene has for, what, 10 years now?
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself, John. And of course, those 2 teams maybe in the predictions on the bottom half of the respective leaderboard. So it is a big divide coming out there on that first map. So see how that one develops, folks. We'll keep you updated as we get the scores in. Still, we've got Envious here on screen versus Enigma 6. They've got 2 hill cap. It is a trade of kills, but it is map control in contention now by E6.
Take a look at the score, 84-82. So it's a nail biter, but Envious has held this double cap for a while now. Good job by E6, shutting that down, turning the tide here. And it's just a matter of time until that pendulum swings again. What is Envious going to do? How are they going to react? It looks like they're going to actually try to go for the away hill instead.
And we have to stress it, folks. The close quarter ability for both teams, every single player is extensive. Oh my, Crushmo had the initial shot, got Franchise full red, but he responds. And
Franchise now on the big flank here. Look at the class that's coming in. Franchise takes out one, gets the meat shield. Toy Soldier is going to get taken out by Eternity. Now it's Franchise against his teammate Eternity and the 1v. Franchise is going to embarrass Eternity. Can he get the double kill? Yes, he does. And Franchise spinning circles around his former teammate Eternity right there. They get the triple cap and secure themselves a 2-0 lead.
Franchise had the effect of 3 players there, John. Staying alive, keeping a distraction on the minds of E6 right in the enemy half. Yep. And that is a deserved round for them.
It is Franchise leading the way with 7 kills. Franchise gets so much flack for being the oldest player competing here. He's 27 years old. He's a veteran in every right. When he tripped over the pond to London, they called him Fossil. That was a term that was coined, and Franchise is occasionally referred to as a fossil. I completely disagree, and that end of the round showed exactly why. He was looking like a Gears 3 kid with that movement. The roadie run strafe, the wall bouncing, did a good job getting a double kill. Actually make that a triple kill to secure his team a win right there. Good job by Franchise, the leader of Team Envious.
As I was referring to earlier, folks, the raw skill of every single player in this game is undoubted. They are so skilled at the top level. but they respect each other, right? They play intelligent, use their brains instead of just going gung-ho into the close quarter battles, wall bouncing around. They reset so many times. The overextension has not even been a chance to come in for either team, and it's really shown as so many times as middle hill control, and up top for that matter on Harbor, like Reclaimed, teams back off when they lose numbers, play it extra cautiously, showing respect to the enemy team. But here we are, the B hill hasn't actually been captured just yet. You can see it slowed down despite being so close to one another. Going back to the point once again, playing it intelligently. The battles of Lancers on Gears of War is as important as the Nashes, folks.
There you go, grenades picked up, so that's a smart play by E6. They pushed in sync. As they pushed B, Noxious also pushed to pick up those grenades, so a slight distraction on B, gave Noxious grenades. Let's see what Noxious can do with them. If we can hop on board with him. No, he gets taken out by Toy. 4 versus 4 situation. E6 does have the hill, and they have perch control here, so a good situation for E6.
Oh, Hudson's very well played on that spin shot, up A for another matter. And it is going to be E6 in control. Franchise trying to respond, but he's on his own. Look at that angles. Taken out straight away. Perhaps an overextension coming from him then on that note. As he's taken down immediately. Not waiting for numbers, not waiting for reinforcements. But clearly E6 have map control. They have 2 hills. Eternity taking a kill from Ribs too. He's looking very good this round, John.
See, I agree, but this has happened a few times in Reclaimed. They were looking great in the middle of the round, but rather than keeping the pressure and going for the 3 cap, they opt for the double cap instead. Let's see if that's going to cost them, because Envious is so good at bouncing back here. It's only a 20-point differential. Make that a 30-point differential now.
Yeah, Eternity double backing across the other side of the map just to collect that hammer burst, and it truly is a power weapon on this map, folks. You cannot spawn with it in competitive, unlike Core, and it has the range. Franchise getting whittled down to just a slither of health.
Grenades are going to be the difference here. Franchise with those nades. Let's see what he's going to do with them. On board with Franchise right now. Looks like he's going to miss-hop. Throws a nade. He's going to use those nades to get that B hill back. Let's see if it works. Soto pushing up. He's capping B. Franchise pushes up to support. And now Envious turns the tide temporarily, but a 40-point differential. They need to be perfect to win this round.
Yeah, very calculated push by Envious, but look at this response from E6. They go and turn their attention to up top. Eternity trying to go for the flank, but Ribs does catch him out, but E6, regardless, they take map control. And not only that, but they try and push up the C hill there.
A bit of an overextend from Eternity right there, but they were working as a team to try and take that C hill, so I see why he pushed through the middle. He got caught out, and now Affinity is left in a pretty tough spot. Envy's going to hold the double cap. Toby, mathematically, is it going to be enough? Right now, it does not look like it. All up to Affinity, he gets taken out.
No, Affinity taken down.
Ribs takes out
pushing
Noxious.
out. This is looking good for Envious. They need to take advantage of the numbers. Hudson's does fight back, though, taking out Ribs. It is going to be a shotgun battle at the control point, where you can, of course, sound the horn.
The triple cap. And they're going to get the triple cap here. Only 10 points is needed for E6 Franchise. Some good Lancer cross. The domination is coming in, and Envious, again, despite being down. Wait, no. E6 comes back here, so E6 is going to hold the double cap. Look at the score at the top left. Envious needs to cap this hill. If they hold this 1-to-1 differential, that will be it. All up to Soto. Soto gets taken out, and 1 point is the difference. Envious wins this one 210 to 209. Oh, my goodness.
Neck and neck. John, I don't know how to call that one. That was insane to try and cast over. So neck and neck, and that's happened a lot. Reclaimed is the same case, going right down to the last second, 209, 210, and it's the same case here on Harbor, but Envious, they're winning 3-0. Yep. We've given an E6 props to how they've played this one out, but still Envious always seem to come out on top. The veteranship truly showing
and
from Envious.
Perhaps it was a bit of foreshadowing, but we talked about E6. They were dominating in the middle of that round. They had 3 dead with long respawn timers. Rather than going for the 3 cap and keeping the pressure like we've seen Envious do, they held the 2 cap, and it ended up costing them. Perhaps that was foreshadowing early on, but Envious, they're such a good late round team. You need to take your advantages when you have them.
Yep, that is one thing for certain, folks. And that escalation is as strategic as it is intense. Both Hammerverse being picked up, off the bat, and it's actually Toy who takes the initiative of Winch, trying to get the angle there, but E6, they respond in kind. They take the height advantage at the horn, where Snipe spawns on Core, but Affinity, he knows exactly where Toy is. You're not hiding for long, mate. The smoke go up, and it is a push. Toy on left hand. Look at this movement, so fast, spinning around circles on Affinity, takes him down, and the reinforcements comes in, but the battle is not over. Noxious responds. Great comms clearly being used up by E6 there. The battle for Winch is still on, but is Envious. As their numbers whittle, they try and back out. Ribs is going to be the casualty in that instance. Franchise with the nades on hand. Noxious meat shield just keeping him alive there. And looking at the A hill, he's going to be contending for it now.
And Noxious again playing so crisp. Franchise on the flank. It's going to be Crushmo. He takes that one. Crushmo, like a bull out of a cage, gets 2 kills, and he's going to pick things up for E6. The B hill domination is coming in. Big fight at the B hill, but no, Solars picks up a double kill. Let's hop on that board. Big fight going down at the C hill.
Oh, look at that movement from Rebs, just staying alive. Only one more bullet he needed to down him, but B-Hill in control of Envious as that quickly is taken away from them. It is Envious off spawn, really with backs against the wall. So many opportunities for a triple cap, but no one has taken it just yet. Envious do respond though. They get the hill back. And the crossfire comes in straight away. E6 trying to back off and maintain map control here.
Good movement by Noxious right there. He actually backpedaled, dodged a few Lancers that kept him alive. And again, Toby, E6, triple kill from Crushmo. Had a 5v2, but could not close the triple cap. Now let's see if history repeats itself with an Envious comeback here. No, Noxious and Crushmo taking matters into their own hands. They're going to kill 2. Affinity kills 1 as well. And now E6 has 3 dead. They should push and get this triple cap. Looks like they're going to do exactly that.
Crushmo, play your life, keep right hand. Look how far the E6 members are, and is it enough? Ribs, Toy taken out. I believe that is triple cap. I believe that is all of them dead. E6 take their first round. You can see the hype coming out from them now. They need exactly that, John, if nothing else. They've lost so many rounds at this point to Envious, where it's been so close. They need to keep their heads high. They need to play the battle of attrition right till the bitter end, where Envious seem to come out on top. But let's see on the weapon placement screen how Franchise, the in-game leader for Envious, will respond.
Looks like shock grenades right now. And it's going to be a Boltok that's placed, a mini sniper, if you will, long-range, high-damage weapon. And did you see the rage in Crushmo's eyes on that camera? He's second from the right. He's playing so well. Crushmo with 9 kills, 10 down, doing everything he can for his team right now, playing a superb event.
No doubt. And of course, the Boltok, as we mentioned, has been put down. Franchise not happy enough to give Hudson's a sniper just yet, perhaps. Wants to keep it a little bit on the low end of the radar. But they're still there. Oh, Toy Soldier coming with a flank, surprises me too, as well as Crushmo. It seems like Envious are winning this battle for up top, the B-Hill as well, so a good opener just on the external part, but we have actually a host has paused this game. Not sure what's happened there, folks, but we will find out very soon.
It looks like might be some technical issues, of course. Pausing is a new feature in Gears of War 4, unfortunately back in Gears 1 through Ultimate Edition. If someone disconnected, if there was a technical issue, we had to reset the game, we had to back out. Of course, we do have the ability to pause a game now if there are issues. Looks like this is going to be restarted here. We're going to jump right back into the action.
Yeah, scores have kept the same, folks. It's not a change of round. The action is still where it left off. Soto, full red, jumping on his cam. He's got a smoke in front of him, trying to throw just another. He is so red. Still in control of B as Solar supports him right in front. Truly executing the Slayer roll to perfection here. Taking the 2 kills. Franchise getting a 3rd as well on Crushmo. This is looking good for Envious. They've got 2 hills. They're pushing up. Affinity might get pinched. No, Solars will turn his attention to A. We might see a triple cap here.
There you go. Team Envious bounces back. 1 lost round to E6, and they're going to get a domination. That was like a minute-long round. Let's take a look here and see. It was 1 minute and 5 seconds. Envious bounces back very well, and it seems like E6, when they can breathe for just a second, Envious continues to stomp on their throats. 4-1 lead right now. Franchise leading the way in points, but it's Solars, the main slayer for this team with 11 kills. Sorry.
You know, I am dumbfounded right now for E6. They've tried going hard down bottom, up top, a mix, of course, rotations, left, right, and center. It has not been a clear-cut strategy from either team. They respect the importance of not only the middle hill, but map controls. They rotate in and out of that. Weapons have been placed down, but still it's been back and forth, but Envious, right at the end, still get the win. What can you say to this, John? What are your thoughts for E6?
E6, every time we look at them, I hear a lot of words. I see a lot of talking, but it's just performance is not there. All 5 of them have yet to fire on all 5 cylinders. Hudson's has been playing well, Noxious, Crushmo, and crew, but we need to see some performance out of Eternity, who has only 4 kills to his name right now. Let's hop on board with Eternity, let's give him some love and see what Eternity can do to turn things around.
And he has actually got the Hambis. The Torbo picked up as well, as that was just placed down, folks. We didn't touch upon that. That is a very good power weapon in itself, to maybe more important, or more effective at least, than the Snipe and M-Bar in many situations with the explosion radius that it offers. But it is actually going to be Envious once again, going in for the double cap. They get that. Franchise getting the kill on Noxious. Affinity answers back straight away, though. Toy hanging around the middle area, trying to provide a closer angle for down bottom, but there is a rotation coming in because why? E6 are right up in the enemy half, looking for the A-Hill, try and stretch the Envious team a little bit more thin across the map, and it is so he gets taken down. Great angle taken from Eternity there.
Yeah, well played by Eternity, just trapping, and good team fire, good teamwork from E6. They're going to get the double cap now, so that kill is going to open things up. And we got on board with Solars now. Good cross. The hammer burst fire from Eternity comes in, so there you go. A little bit of energy given his way was all that was needed, and now Eternity making some support plays with the hammer burst.
Look how dominant it is. It really has a lot of stopping power in every sense of the phrase. You saw Solars could barely get out any Lancer fire to contend with that, and you do not contend with that. That's for a fact. Like a franchise, you've seen the torque bow glinting at the opposite end of the map. All E6 heads popping up, but they stay composed. They keep their distance. Franchise staying alive himself. He's got the Hambus now. Yep. Envious look to be pushing up with their new respawn wave up top now.
There it is, and I'd love to see the secondary weapon play come in here. We're going to see that continue to develop as the metagame develops in Gears 4. But a hammer burst play, Crushmo takes out one. Solars gets Affinity, so a double kill for Envious. They have a 5v3. Respawn timers are very long. They are 20 seconds, so a domination is going to come in from Envious on the C-Hill. No, sorry, no, it almost came in from E6. So a good sneaky play by E6.
And Envious did hold on for long enough. Soto Ribs regrouping at the A-Hill. They're looking to take advantage of the numbers situation on this part of the map, but Hudson's rightfully so out there well in time to not receive that much damage.
One player saved that round. That was Hudson's. He was able to be a sneaky beaver and sneak away to that A-Hill, get a cap, and then still manage to stay alive. So a good job by Hudson's, although E6 is also going to bounce back with that. Toy picks up Crushmo, so despite a double kill, a 5v3 for Envy, it's going to be Hudson's that's going to turn things around.
Trading of kills. And of course, a big shout out to Puckett for the sneaky beaver praise.
You know, I just saw Puckett 2 days ago, and apparently it rubbed off on me. I'm channeling my inner Puckett with the sneaky beaver shoutouts.
I wouldn't be surprised if I use that phrase myself, but look at Affinity, meanwhile, in the action, gets the double kill, the movement. He's got another one in front of him, but he's got reinforcement. Solars, regardless, goes for a triple cap for just a second, and they need it, of course. E6, their 2-3 score for the top left, folks. 3 members down for Envious. It doesn't look good. Franchise, his hand is forced, trying to break a hill. They need 1 hill, 1 point, in fact, for E6 to finish that one off. And they do just that. It's 4-2 now for Envious, almost at the halftime point.
And you know, Toby, it's the small intricacies that you could easily miss as a spectator in Gears of War 4. Envious had the double cap. Affinity was in a 1 versus 2. They would have had the triple cap, but Affinity, with a beautiful picturesque play, was able to get a double kill and secure themselves the 1 hill that was all that was needed to secure themselves 210 points. What a play by Affinity.
Exactly that. Star plays do come out. It is a team game, folks. If you've played Ranked on Escalation, you can tell this is more teamwork oriented than execution. The former esports mode, of course, for Gears Esports.
And here we go. Halftime, folks. Let's talk through that, what that means. If you're watching Gears of War 4 for the first time, of course, Escalation, the premier competitive game mode, has had a beautiful showing at halftime. The hills flip, the power weapons reset, and the respawn timers go back to 10 seconds. So it's almost like a second round here, and a second opportunity for E6 to try and bring this back.
But look at this, Envious, they keep the strats very similar. They go heavy up top, looking for map control initially, and it seems to be paying off. The numbers advantages going in their favor. Noxious answers back A, Ribs, back A himself, excuse me. Up A coming from Noxious. And clearly a lot of shotgun plays.
Up A, back A, it sounds like we're
used. Yeah, exactly. I'm sure a lot of viewers are confused at home, but it'll make sense soon. Yep, I'm sure we got new fans coming into Gears Esports right now.
Yeah, when you start playing Gears 4, you will get it, my friends. Gears 4 is such a... Gears 4 in general has always been such a high individual skill. The skill gap in Gears is bigger than any other console esport title. It is such a difficult game to play and to master, and that is why it is so much fun to watch from an esports perspective. Hope you guys are enjoying the gameplay so far at home. It is an honor to be bringing you guys the action here. On board with Toy Soldier right now, who's going to get some good support fire into Crushmo here.
Yeah, and you can see he's keeping his distance, not only staying right back out of cover, but keeping the distance as much as he can. Crushmo is lit up from all angles. How does he stay alive? Franchise does eventually get the final angle needed, the final shot to take him down. Franchise responds by going for the D hill, and this is Harbor, right? There's a lot of map control, admittedly, on E and that middle hill, but the focus for many teams, Optic Gaming, from what I've seen as well, is a focus on D and F hills, the spawn hills, because they're so close to one another, and it is a short run despite the map control. We might even have a domination coming here, a very quick one of that, as they take the 5th round win for themselves.
Yep, and that's all it takes, Toby. A few kills, some good rotations from Envious, and you can secure yourselves your domination, a quick round win, even early on when the respawn timers are short. Good job by Team Envious there, winning some crucial fights and coming out on top. Now, it is 4-2. I think it actually might be
5-2.
5-2. Yep, we're into the scoreboard to update up top. 5-2 for Team Envious. They are 2 rounds away from securing themselves a round 1 victory over E6. But E6 trying to bounce back. They're going to get a sniper in the hands of their power player. That is Hudson's. Let's see what he can do with it. Or if Eternity grabs it. Eternity was known to be a sniper back in Gears 2.
And of course, Escalation isn't as cut and dry as Execution. You can't always just give the sniper to your best sniper of the team. Usually, it happens where a second player picks up the sniper of Respawn in the interest of the time situation of Escalation. So we'll have to see if anyone else comes out. We see the opener, though. Franchise has the opportunity to pick up the sniper. Solar's going to work once again. Toy with a double kill. This is looking good for Envious. I think they're going to get control of the middle hill here. Map control too, but they're not done yet. Front and Fallout, they're pushing into the enemy half too.
Yep, on board Soto, his picture-in-picture right now. It has been all Envious, but Crushmo finally is going to take out Toy Soldier, who picked up a double kill earlier. Crushmo just needs to stay alive, wait for his teammates to respawn, because an early round doesn't mean much, maybe like a 20-point differential. So good job by Crushmo, not letting the domination come in.
Yeah, you can see Envious rolling back up the ramp there. Ooh, Franchise getting a headshot off screen as well, keeping the E6 team back against the wall. They're going to have to try and respond now. You can see Envious set up. They've got the hill control of E. They can play it slower up top this time round, I find. That's, of course, a very good transition. The production, I have to give a shout out to the observers. It has been so nice.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
New spectator mode in Gears 4 combined with the production quality of MLG. It's been a great showing so far here of Gears 4 Esports. E6 going for an away push right now, away hill that is. Solar's going to take out Noxious on the other side of the map here, but E6 a well-coordinated push. Let's see how Envious is going to react here, and they're going to try and trap E6 in the corner.
No Hellfire being unleashed from up top just yet. As I say that, I bite my tongue because Envious now do start coming into the fray of the battle. Franchise gets the kill on Crushmo. E6 tried to back away, and they've done just that. They keep hold of F just for now, as all their players go straight back as Envious really stretch them.
Hudson's with the sniper headshot on Toy Soldier. That was sniper to sniper, so a good job by Hudson's proving how good of a sniper he has. Continuing in Gears 4, he was voted the #1, the best sniper by his peers in the Gears of War Pro League in Gears Ultimate Edition, Season 1. And he's doing a good job with it so far here. On board with Hudson's right now, sniper in his hands. Through some smoke here, going to be a tough shot to hit. They cap that hill. They want to back out, reset, and hold this hill as long as they can here. But instead, they're going to give up the hill. Very interesting. Look at the rotation coming in from E6. Is it going to pay off?
Yeah, as they give up that hill, they try and take the middle hill. The neutral hill, as many would probably argue, is more important and easier to hold. But look at Hudson, he's still here. Why is he here? In fact, I think this is a bit of an overextension. He's trying to go for the flank, but he's punished in a 2v1 straight off the bat. It's going to be Toy and Soto that clearly take control of D and push up and a little bit extra for Crushmo. Oh my, the movement, despite the low sensitivity, doesn't matter for him as he gets the double kill, and he's about to get another down perhaps, and Solar's here as he's trying to escape himself.
And Crushmo, what a display. Takes out his Lancer, takes out his pistol, showing which weapon to use at what time. He does that so well. He's not done yet, still on the flank here. Crushmo has been playing exceptionally well, but Toy Soldier's going to shut that down here. Looks like Team Envious, a 20-point lead, all up to Crushmo. He gets taken out, and Envious is going to hold the double cap here. 20 seconds left remaining.
Yep, they only need one hill at this point, I believe. He's down Noxious to just fly. The time is on the opponent's side. He gets one kill. Can he get the second? Yes, he can. In fact, he gets the down despite being full red. This could be a cap, but of course, folks, it is too late. Far too stretched across the map. Resources wavering thin for E6 in the end. Envious do hold the one hill. It is 6-2 once again, John. It is really looking like it could be a 2-0 win for Envious in this match.
And, you know, 7-2 first map, looking like it might be another 7-2 here in this one. Great display, great performance from Team Envious. Crushmo with 17 kills. We'll take a look at the scoreboard after we look at the weapon placement here. So E6 needs to change something up. They need to do something drastic, in my opinion, but it looks like they're going to decide to not place a weapon. They're winning the opening fight. So in my opinion, Toby, throw a boom shot down, throw a drop shot down, give yourself something strong to use to secure a domination. But instead, it looks like they're going to place nothing. What are your thoughts?
Yep. I was just waiting for a second. You saw the boom shot was just, I think, one joystick movement.
Yep.
You know, many would predict maybe now is the time for a drastic change of strategy, as you said, John. But they do have a bit of a talk in the end.
Look at the stats there.
Important round.
Let's look at the stats one more time here. I think it was Franchise with 17 kills to his name. Overhead map's going to show you where these guys are going. It's going to be not much changing here because no weapon was placed.
Yeah, sniper picked up once again.
We're on the flank.
They go Franchise. Eternity, he's been flanked with Toy. He hasn't surprised him there, but he does take him out using the cover just for a second. A pause in movement that he's known for his speed. It is Crushmo answering back now, despite the low sensitivity once again. Really going to work in the movement area, but he does get taken out eventually. Hudson's responds, though, with a headshot of his own.
And how many sniper headshots is Hudson's going to get? We're going to catch that one. Hudson's with the double kill. You are disgusting with that sniper rifle. We're going to stay on board with him as Hudson's has been popping off. That is 6 sniper headshots to his name. And in Gears 4, Toby, because of the movement system, the wall canceling, it is so much harder to hit headshots than it was in Gears Ultimate Edition.
And even getting a body check there as well as the E6 strat is called. It looks like they want to turn their attention now to the middle hill, taking advantage for the numbers situation just for a second. Yeah, and it is Envious going to back off the E hill. They have control of it for just a second, but they are trying to keep their distance as much as feasibly possible. Oh, Hudson's is given a standstill by Franchise. A sniper should not give that up, but of course he is forced out of cover. Ribs taken down as well. F hill still in contention, but it is E6 that still hold control of the bottom area. Hudson's really going to work and abusing that now.
That is one player that made the difference right there. Hudson's with 3 sniper headshots allowed his team to take both the home and the away hill. That is a strategy. It's a viable strategy. You just completely ignore that middle hill and go for the double cap on the home and away hill. Smart job by E6. Let's see how long it can last with a 30-point lead.
Yeah, Hudson's still got ammo somehow. Oh my god. Soto, your head is gone, sir. Kim is GG for his head, but Ribs, he's answering back. He doesn't care that Hudson's across the map is to his side. He still gets the kill. Franchise picking up the newly respawned sniper, and Hudson's missing crucial shots. That will mean the F-hill capture for Envious. They can take a breath for a second, take cover. Soto going up top, regrouping for that E-battle as both teams really dedicate resources, dedicate men up top. But Hudson's with another headshot as well. Franchise taken down. It is a battle of snipers. The Hudson's is truly winning this match, in my opinion.
Yeah, Hudson's is putting on a show right now, making a montage for you guys live here at the Gears of War 4 MLG Launch Invitational. He's going to miss that one, leaving Noxious to win the 1 versus 1. It's okay because Noxious doesn't miss shots here. On board with Noxious, 1 versus 1 against Solars. Look at the point differential. It's a 60-point lead, and it looks like this round will be won by E6, especially after Noxious. Oh no, he's going to get taken out by Solars. So Noxious can control that fight there.
Very well played by Noxious. Kept his distance, but Solars responds. He's Captain F.
Yeah, if you wonder why Solars is dancing around like a monkey, he's trying to dodge Hudson's sniper shot. It's going to work out well for them. And now Envious is going to come in. And that's not going to be enough. E6 is going to lock that one up. Hudson's 6 headshots in 1 round. What a good performance.
We were speaking about drastic strategies in the last round. Potentially, John, Boomshot was not placed up top. In fact, no weapon was placed. Let's highlight that for a second. Hudson's using that sniper, and E6 clearly going for the 2-hill down bottom strategy rather than the E-hill. Envious doing much the same, contrasting, and E6 clearly winning such a huge score lead, but got to give it to Hudson's, really utilizing his ability with that weapon. How will Franchise respond? Are they going to try and mix that one up? Are they going to stop Hudson's going for that snipe, or are they going to break that setup down bottom? Oh, I'm seeing boom shots, I'm seeing nades. What is it going to be? It's going to be nades. Okay, so it's the same weapon placement as you see in Core for any viewers who are familiar with Gears, but maybe not Gears eSports. That's going to be much a familiar sight to you. But it is still 6-3 in the favor of Envious. I mean, John, I give you the question. Can E6 come back? Do you think it's possible?
Yeah, you know, it's tough. It's going to be tough to say, but now I totally see what E6's strategy is. They blocked the up-top weapon, and Franchise is going to miss that shot. But they blocked the weapon up top, and they're opting for away and home hill pushes. How long can that work before Envious adapts? They're such a good team at adapting. Jump on board, picture-in-picture with Hudson's right now. Let's see how he makes the magic happen. Misses that shot. He's going to rotate over, looking high side. Nothing there.
Yeah, pot shots being traded across harbor there by both players.
Oh,
look at Noxious, he's actually pushing up. Solars and Toy going to work up top. Oh, Franchise takes out Hudson's. Numbers down in that area of the map, but look at this reaction from Noxious himself. He's got Franchise full red. He rightfully backs off, though, the cog player, but it doesn't matter. Noxious using right-hand advantage there to win that battle, but he does crawl in almost for a deal, but yeah, it's going to be a domination. In fact, 3 seconds. Can E6 run to F? They're the closest players there. They do break it. Envious respond by keeping their distance, but they do not stop there, John. They unleash Hellfire, Lancer, Nature through the smoke. Toy responding, going in for 1 kill. He does get that, but can he get a second? He's rolling around. High-speed movement as he's known for since Gears 3. His inception into the Gears eSports scene. Full red.
Oh, Franchise blocked his mantle.
Though. Oh.
There you go. Affinity and Noxious pick up kills as well here. On board with Franchise. It's going to be E6 staying alive in this one, but a big point differential. Envious with pressure gained themselves a 40-point difference right there. Solar's going to miss the standstill sniper headshot. And now Envious holding the 2 cap, wants to continue to do so.
And of course, Franchise being flexible. He's across the side of the map, so Solar is rightfully going to pick up the snipe on his spawn wave. Looking for an angle up top, and you can see just in that scope, folks, how influential this weapon can be. You can see so many angles despite being at the very bottom of it. I believe that is Hudson's looking for another snipe. Once again, it's going to be difficult. Solars knows exactly where he is to try and prevent that pickup. They want to get that sniper in the hands of Hudson's. So he's been going off this game as well. But it is E6 that seems to be winning up top in terms of the numbers. Toy getting taken down there. Noxious going huge, getting a double kill off screen. And that is going to go E-Hill in the favor of E6 here.
Yep, good job by Noxious and crew pushing up. They're going to actually keep the pressure here, but keep in mind, oh, nice job by Solars. Small respawn timer, short respawn timer, sorry, for Envious. The triple cap's coming in all up to Solars. He's going to get taken out, but there you go, Envious is going to continue. So now Envious has gathered themselves a 50-point lead. All they need is 1 hill and they will win this. This fight will determine the winner. Can Envious lock this up? No, it is all E6 that shuts it down. A team kill. No, actually I lied. 2 kills comes in for Affinity.
Both teams are stacking. It's come down to 1v1, and it's going to be Soto who wins, but he does get down in the process. He's going for the D cap. He is going to get it as both teams, the resources are exhausted just for a second. Crushmo flying across the map, and they're going for triple cap, in fact. Is that what they need at this point? Is Dog who have the points advantage, but it is quickly going back to the favor of E6 here. Look at it.
It was a 50-point differential, and E6 buys themselves enough time. Who's going to come out on top in this one? 180 apiece right now. Envious looks to secure the double cap, and Team Envious tied at 186. Looks to like they have this one. 2 kills come in for Envy, and Soto made a huge play right there to keep his team alive. Oh my, Soto from New York. What a play.
Look at that response, folks. Oh my gosh. Envious finish in style. We thought it was E6 stacking heavy on the enemy hill, looking for a triple cap. But Envious, they respond in kind. So well played. You saw as they lost that, or won that battle, excuse me, at their respective home hill, they flew across the enemy side of the map, excuse me, and they finish it off right there and then. Envious 2-0 E6, a very strategic map, admittedly, John, but clearly a winner has been decided in good fashion for them.
Quite decisively. Envious 7-2 to 7-3 comes out on top in this one. You see nothing but love being given. We mentioned at the beginning of this match the stories here. Ribs, formerly teammates with Noxious and Crushmo, joined Envious. Good decision, obviously, for him, but my hat goes off to Noxious, to Crushmo, 2 players that played exceptionally well. Hudson's played very well with the sniper, and all of E6 did everything they could in that one, but it's going to be Envious that comes out on top.